All right, so before we get started, a little bit of background on why and how I ended up making this little DIY contraption here that's super easy to make. I needed a way to keep up with Wingnuts and felts during gigs. I'll put the felts and the Wingnuts onto the cymbal stands during transport because that's the easiest way to keep track of things and not lose them. But while I'm playing, I don't have felts or Wingnuts on top of my cymbals. Obviously, I've got the sleeve, the felt, and then the cymbal on top of that, but nothing else on top of the cymbals. I like for them to be able to swing freely. It makes more sense for me. So while I'm playing, I've either got a pile of felts and Wingnuts in the floor somewhere, or I'm like trying to put them in my stick bag, and a lot of times they get lost very easily. A lot of times the felts are black, a lot of times the drum rug's black, a lot of times it's a dimly lit room or an enclosure and it's hard to find them. Now, one of my regular gigs, I share a drum set with another drummer, and he likes to put the felts and the Wingnuts on the cymbals after he puts his cymbals on. I like to not have them on there when my cymbals are on. I realized things were difficult for him because I would take those felts and Wingnuts off, they end up all over the place, he can't find them. So we needed a place to put them. The purpose of this contraption is to keep track of your Wingnuts and felts during a gig or on a house kit that you've got multiple drummers using, or on your practice kit at home, whatever, if you don't have those on your cymbal stands with the cymbals. Having given you that, hopefully this makes some sense. Here we go. So I think all that was pretty self-explanatory and hopefully it makes sense. There are some alternate ways to make that. I mean, obviously with something as DIY as this, there are a ton of different ways you can make this. I just happen to have these plastic cups lying around. I've always got plenty of paper clips. You can also duct tape a paper clip to it or duct tape anything else to the cup to attach it. You could even use magnets, whatever you want to attach that cup onto a lug of the drum or whatever. But I found the paper clip to be the most reliable. It's held really well. I can put felts, Wingnuts, and tuning keys and pencils and other random things into the cup and it's not gonna fall. I've never noticed a rattling problem either. Maybe in a recording situation, you might not want to have it on your tom, but when it's a practice kit, when it's a kit used for live purposes, any kind of rattling or sound coming from that is none that I've noticed. I've never had any problem with it. It's never fallen off. It's never swung back and forth while playing. If you do have any trouble with that, I definitely recommend like putting some kind of cloth inside or wadding up like a paper towel in the bottom to cushion it, or maybe sticking a paper towel onto the side of the floor tom in between the actual shell of the tom and the cup just to insulate that. A couple different thoughts there for making that work if it's not working for you. But again, I've never had a problem with it making a sound. It's worked perfectly. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope it helped you out. If you were not subscribed but you found this video valuable, please show me that. Please support this channel and subscribe. Share the video with somebody else who you think might be interested in this. Feel free to leave a comment, give it a thumbs up, come back and watch some of the other videos. There's a lot of other videos kind of like this on the channel, but I try to cover a lot of random topics, so check them out. Let me know what you think. I love getting feedback from my subscribers and from anybody else who watches. Thank you all for watching. I will see you next week.